everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you also for supporting my channel week to week. Alright, so today's video, it is an unboxing of my Bookcase Club, and this box is incredibly heavy. I've never had a box from them that is like lifting a weight. It feels like a 5-pound weight or more. So that ought to be interesting, and it looks like they've added additional tape that I did not see earlier. I guess to help hold it together. I'm not exactly sure. I do not know if I told you in the last unboxing, they have gone up in price, and I will leave all the new information on pricing down below. I think that started either late March or April, might have been the first time that they've done that. So the link below is an affiliate link, so I do get a small kickback if you do purchase the box from the link down below, and I use that money once it accumulates, which it hasn't yet, towards getting more books for my channel. Alright, so again, I'll leave all the new pricing, shipping, and all of that like I typically do on all of my boxes down below. If you're not interested in using the affiliate link, I completely 100% understand. All you have to do is type in Bookcase.club in the URL, and it'll take you directly to the site, and then you can look around and see which box fits what you are interested in reading, because they have a ton. They have kids, they have teenagers, they have all different types of boxes. Alright, so again, that is just an update. If you've been on my channel, you kind of know that already, but again, if you are new, you may not have heard of this particular box. But anyways, like I said, like I always do, I always clip the tape to make it easier for me to get into. Like I said, this box is very heavy, and it looks like they have officially moved away from their tissue paper. They used to have all of their social media on to this light blue tissue paper, but that is fine. It is pretty. They always do a fantastic job of wrapping their books, so that it always comes nice and pristine and not banged up. So let me go on and get into it, get all the rustling done, and then I'll share the books with you. So I'll start with the book that I pulled out first. You have a paperback book, and then you have a hardback book, and they are both chunkers of books. Alright, so this first one, this is Infinite Stars. Looks like it says Introduction by Robert Spielberg, edited by Brian Thomas Schmidt. But who is the actual author? It says the definitive anthology of space, opera, and military science fiction. Looks like maybe it's another bound copy of a different one. There's one, a story by David Weber, Brian Herbert, and Kevin J. Anderson, Elizabeth Moon, I think it's Lois McMaster Bajold, Orson Scott Card, Catherine Asaro, and Jack Campbell, and it says many more. So it looks like it's an anthology or a compilation of, yes, of different short stories going on through it. So just kind of show a little bit of that. So yeah, so a lot of different people, a lot of different short stories. That seems to be kind of commonplace in a lot of my boxes, getting anthologies or compilations of books, short stories, and that sort of thing. But it gets me into science fiction. I'm not as familiar with that genre. Let's see. So again, that is what the first book I'm trying to get used to showing. And this is the back of it, and not have it blurred out because I haven't figured out the auto zoom part of it. Alright, so on the back it states, this is the definitive collection of original short stories by many of today's finest authors, writing brand new adventures set in their most famous series. Herein lies canonical tales, I think, of the Honorverse, The Lost Fleet, Dune, Vada's War, Ender Wiggin, The Legion of the Damned, The Imperium, and more. Also included are past masterpieces by authors whose works define the genre: Nebula and Hugo Award winners, New York Times bestsellers, and science fiction grand masters. These authors take us to the farthest regions of space. Alright, so again, this would be, honestly for me, a great starting point to get into some of these people's works. And if I enjoy their short stories, then I might look and see if they have longer works. So, if you read any of those authors, leave me some comments down below which ones you think you would be interested in or have read that you would recommend me were kind of starting point into science fiction. Because the type that I typically like is a sci-fi horror kind of mix. Kind of, if you think about like Aliens, it's science fiction, but it's horror, that type of thing. That's what I typically like, but I'm also interested in the genre as a whole. I just don't know where to start. I haven't found a book box that is specifically science fiction that can get me into different authors yet. Okay? So I'm still working on that, but if you have any suggestions, I would definitely welcome them. Alright, and another big chunky book. This is Wanderers by Chuck Wendig. So this is what the front looks like, and on the back. And it just says Wanderers all the way down until you get to here. So let us check out what this one is going to be about. Alright, so it says a decadent rock star, a deeply religious radio host, a disgraced scientist, a teenage girl who may be the world's last hope. From the mind of Chuck Wendig comes a magnum opus, a story about survival that's not just about you and me, but all of us together. Okay. Shauna wakes up one morning to discover her little sister in the grips of a strange malady. She appears to be sleepwalking. She cannot talk and cannot be woken up. And she is heading with inexorable determination to a destination that only she knows. But Shauna and her sister are not alone. Soon they are joined by a flock of sleepwalkers from across America on the same mysterious journey. And like Shauna, there are other shepherds who follow the flock to protect their friends and family on the long, dark road ahead. For on their journey, they will discover an America convulsed with terror and violence, where the apocalyptic epidemic proves less dangerous than the fear of it. As the rest of society collapses all around them, and an ultraviolet militia threatens to... An ultra-violent militia threatens to exterminate them. The fate of the sleepwalkers depends on unraveling the mystery behind the epidemic. The terrifying secret will either tear the nation apart or bring the survivors together to remake a shattered world. Now that is kind of my thing, because it's kind of sci-fi-ish in a way that it's a disease or some other type of epidemic. Apocalyptic, kind of fantasy, sci-fi-ish in a way. So I can't wait to dive into that. Even though I have a lot of really large books on my May TBR, I may slip this one in as well. Yeah, because I like to punish myself that way. Because that actually sounds really good. It's the last kind of apocalyptic book that I had from Bookcase Club. I kind of petered out on it because I was reading it. And then I ended up putting down, and I just didn't have a desire to pick it back up. I mean, it was kind of going places, but kind of not. It was really weird. So I still need to, I think, do a review or a DNF video for that. But anyways, back to these books. Again, I am most interested in this one. Have you guys read anything from Chuck Wendig? If you have, let me know your thoughts down below. If you've read any good sci-fi authors that you want to share your opinions of, or what I should start with that, let me know those too. But anyways, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, give me a good thumbs up to like that you said that you enjoyed this video. Leave me comments down below. All the engagement helps to get it out to other people as well. But anyways, I hope you have a fantastic evening or morning, whenever it is that you are watching this video. And until my next one, I hope you have a great one. Bye guys.